Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Padyantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishwaro Guru Ratmete Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shri Medha Dakshinamurti Swamine Namaha. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahavidyam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Bhadram Karne Vishrunuyaama Devah Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatrah Sthirairangaye Stuštuvagum Sastanubhi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuh Swasti na Indro Vriddhashravah Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedah Swasti nastarksho Arishthanemihi Swasti no Brihaspatir Dhadatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Namaste everyone once again.
Namaste Guruji.
Namaste.
Namaskaram Guruji.
Namaste Guruji.
Namaskaram. So, we are at mantra number 15 of the Upanishad. So, as we saw in the last class, Bhashyakara gives a one-line introduction to this mantra in which the Upanishad picturizes the oblations carrying the Yajamana to heaven. And when they reach the heaven, all these personified oblations, which are visualized or picturized as the deities, they converse with the Yajamana. See what imagination of the Upanishad. Dramatic. So there is a conversation. What type of conversation? The Yajamana is glorified and invited. Like, when we attend a wedding or some such function, how the host invites us. Please come. And then, they will put some chandan, kungum and all that, give some sweet sugar or something. They will also put some rose water, sprinkle rose water. Is all I am talking about South Indian weddings.
Welcome drink also.
Welcome
drink.
Welcome drink will be given. I mean, at these olden days, I know that there were specially people assigned to take care of all the guests coming. These days, all those practices are almost gone. People just walk in rather. Anyway, so here also, this Yajamana gets a very big upachara. And that is the honor from these karma devatas. So, Bhashyakara introduces this mantra by saying, for those of you, page 18 of the Bhashyam I have circulated. Katham Suryasya Rashmibihi Yajamanam Vahanti Ityuchyate. Katham, how? Suryasya rashmibihi, through the rays of the sun. Yajamanam vahanti, carry the ritualist, the Yajamana. So here the Kartrupadam is not given. So we have to supply Ahutayaha. So Katham Ahutayaha Suryasya Rashmibihi Yajamanam Mahanti. We can rephrase the question. How do they lead? Do they silently take the Yajamana? Or they are criticizing the Yajamana for all the things that he has not done properly? How do they lead? What is the experience? Experience of the Yajamana. Pashyakara puts a question mark. So it's a sort of a rhetorical question. Then he says, Ityuchyate. This is said in the following mantra. So we will read the mantra. All of you get ready, unmute yourself. Ehyehiti.
Ehyehiti.
Once more. Ehyehiti.
Ehyehiti.
iti
Tamahutayaha.
Tamahutayah.
Ahutayaha
Suvarchasaha.
Suvarchasaha.
Suvarchataha
Suryasya rashmibihi.
Suryasya rashmibihi.
Rashmibihi
Yajamanam vahanti.
Yajamanam
Yajamanam
vahanti.
Vahanti
Priyam vacham.
Priyam
Priyam
vacham.
Vacham
Abhivadanti.
Abhivadanti.
Abhivadanti
Archayantyaha.
Archayantyah.
Archayantyaha
Yeshavaha.
Eshavah.
Punyaha.
Punyah.
Sukruto brahmalokaha.
Sukruto
Sukruto
brahmalokaha.
Brahmalokaha.
So I will give you this, split the words, give you the padacheda. Yehi iti tam ahutayaha suvarchasaha suryasya rashmibihi yajamanam vahanti. Priyam vacham abhivadantyah archantyah yeshavah punyah sukritah brahma lokaha. So as usual, I will first give you the gist of the mantra, which is very simple. The Upanishad says all these oblations which this Yajamana has offered while doing the karmas, these oblations or ahutis, which are personified here as devatas. So they welcome the Yajamana, the ritualist with the words Ehi, Ehi. Ehi, Ehi means what? Please come, welcome, welcome. In Tamil we say Vango, Vango. So it is not just casually saying welcome for the sake of it. Like if you are an unwanted guest, uninvited guest, but you barge into a wedding, then of course they will welcome you all right, but it will not be a wholehearted welcome rather. Inside their mind, they will be thinking, who called this fellow? Why did he come? Etc. So this welcome is not like that. They welcome wholeheartedly. Because for someone to perform all the karmas perfectly and gain this Brahmaloka journey itself is very rare. Such a guest is very, very rare. At least these days. Those days we don't know, probably more people were going. Today the Brahmaloka highway traffic is almost non-existent, free way. So, doing all these karmas perfectly as ordained in the Shastras, 1 in a million only could be successful, a successful Agnihotri. Therefore, they are not only saying words of welcome, they also utter pleasant and sweet words and honor the Yajamanas, the ritualist. This is the essence of the mantra. So it's said very simple mantra. So, as I said, here the description is given that how these ahutis, who are now personified devatas, will be taking the Yajamana, and a very flowery description is given. Poetic description. It's a very pleasant description. Because when describing Aparavidya, already some negative aspects were pointed out. So now the Upanishad feels I must do full justice. So some positive advantage aspect also should be highlighted. Otherwise, people will ask, why are you being so negative? Why are you talking only about disadvantages? Why are you taking such a lopsided view? Such questions will come. Therefore, the Upanishad strikes a balance. So feels that we have to say something positive also. And this is true in our life also. In fact, this is the secret. In fact, here the Upanishad first stated the negative aspects, then coming to the positive aspect. But whereas in our Vyavahara, we should actually reverse this order. Whenever we want to negotiate something or tell something, even to our children, the biggest mistake we do is when children do good things, we seldom appreciate them. But when they miss doing certain things, we immediately pounce upon them with criticism. And that is what, creates all this kind of so-called generation gaps and things like that and all, misunderstanding and all that. Because as parents, unfortunately, this is I don't know, maybe Asian trait or whatever it is. We believe in command and control. We want to run the family like a regiment in the army. I am the chief, so everybody has to listen to me. If I say sit, sit, stand, stand. But this approach, first stating the positives, then pointing out the negatives, is very useful in our day-to-day transaction also. It is called, Guda Jivika Nyaya. Guda Jivika Nyaya means, suppose a child is to be given a bitter medicine. So first on his tongue, the mother will take a small piece of jaggery or honey and put it in the mouth. So the tongue of the child will be sweetened. And then the mother will put this bitter medicine and ask the child to gulp it down. That is called Guda Jivika Nyaya. Guda means jaggery. So when limitations are to be shown, some advantages also are to be described, so that there is a balanced approach. So here, first, those devata, that is, ahutis converted into devatas, first are giving some jaggery, like as I told you, in the marriages, they will offer this, sugar cubes rather. Tamil it is called kalkande, and in English I think it is called, I'm forgetting the English name of kalkande. Anyhow, larger cubes of sugar. So they are giving Ahi. Please come.
Sugar candy.
Sugar, not sugar candy. It is the little bigger bigger. There is a name. It's not coming to me right now. There is a name for that. Bigger cube, small, that is particles of sugar rather. So anyhow, doesn't matter. As long as you understand what I mean, that's enough.
Candy sugar, Guruji.
No, not candy sugar.
Or crystal sugar.
Yeah, crystals only, sugar crystals, but not small ones, big ones. Anyhow, doesn't matter. So the word Ahi literally means come. So to make it polite and pleasant, we can add please. So Ahi means please come, please come. And this is very normal. Even when an important guest comes to our house, this is how we will welcome, isn't it? We will repeatedly welcome him. Come in, come, vango, 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 vango. Pujya Swamiji used to say in Hindi, Aiye, aiye, the welcoming tone. So Ahi means please come, please come. Iti, in this manner. So these oblations, these shining oblations, brilliant, resplendent oblations, ahutayah suvarchasah. Suvarchasah means brilliant. The brilliant ahutis, they are shining because they are offered to in the shining fire. Remember? Lelayate. So those because they are offered, those ahutis are offered into the shining fire, they also shine. So these shining ahutis, tam yajamanam, that yajamana, that ritualist who has successfully performed the Agnihotradi karmas in the stipulated manner, vahanti, carry, lead, take him through Suryasya Rashmibihi, through the rays of the sun. So it's a pleasant journey. And normally, when we travel long distances and have company of good friends, etc., what we will do, we will spend time talking about nice things, telling jokes, etc., isn't it? So that the long journey doesn't become boring or tedious. And here also, these oblation devatas do the same. What are they doing? The Upanishad says, Priyam Vacham Abhivantyah. Abhivadantyah. Abhivadantyah means speaking. Priyam Vacham, pleasant words. So uttering or speaking pleasant words, they carry him. And Archayantyah. Archayantyah literally means worshipping. Worshipping, of course, doesn't mean that they will do some arti and all that, Naivedyam and things like that and all. And that's what we do in all the archana that we do, isn't it? So here we have to understand archayantya means honoring. Means they carry this yajamana with respect and honor because they have got reverence, high regard for the yajamana. So both abhivantya and archayantya are qualifying ahutis. So the ahutis are saying, uttering pleasant words and honoring the yajamana. And as they approach the heaven, the Brahma Loka, they announce to him that they have reached the destination by saying, Yeshaha, this, vaha, yours, punyaha, sacred, sukritaha, well acquired, well earned, brahmalokaha, the heaven, highest heaven. So what they are saying, honorable sir, we have arrived. This is your sacred, well acquired, well earned, highest heaven. So, vaha is yours. It is plural. So, even they use plural. It is called manarte bahuvachana. Manarte means showing respect. Like, in Urdu, in Hindi and all that, we will use even for a single person, aap. Even Tamil also we will use ningal. For like we address a king, It's called royal plural. Like honoring the royal people, we'll always use plural. So vaha means yours, manarte bahuvachanam. Now, there is one small point we must remember from our earlier discussions. We have to understand that even though the Upanishad says Brahmaloka, it is possible that this is not the actual Brahmaloka that this Yajamana has reached. Because we have seen that, we have discussed that. Depending upon the quality of performance, quantity of performance, any loka from Swarga Loka, Suval Loka to Satya Loka, this Yajamana can be taken. So, we must keep that in mind. So, this may not be the actual Brahma Loka also. It could be one of the higher lokas. But for the person who has earned Swarga through performing his Vihita karmas, this is as though Brahma Loka for him. So it is glorification of Swarga, Arthavada. And in fact, this journey starts from Suvaha, the third loka, Swarga Loka. So it could be the third Loka, Suvaha also. And Brahma Loka, as we know, is the seventh Loka, the highest one. So we have to understand it in this sense. Bhashyakara also will clarify in his Bhashya. So now we will see the Bhashyam, we will read. Okay. Ready everyone? Small Bhashyam only. Yehi ite.
Ehi
Yehi
iti
iti
Ahvayantyah
ahvayantah
ahvayantah
Suvarchasaha
suvarchasah
suvarchasah
Deeptimatyah
deeptimatyah
diptimatyah
Kincha
kincha
Priyam Ishtam
priyam
priyam
ishtam
ishtam
Vacham Stutyadilakshanam
vajam stutya adhilakshanam
Lakshanam
lakshanam
Abhivadantyah
abhivadantyah
Ucharayantyah
ucharayantyah
Archayantyah
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 Pujayantyascha
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 Keshaha
eshah
eshah
Mahayushmakam
vyah
युष्माकं
yushmakam
Punyah Sukrutaha
punyasuti
Pantaha
pantah
Brahmalokaha
Brahmaloka.
ब्रह्मलोकः
फलरूपः
Falarupaha.
फलरूपः
एवं प्रियां वाचं
Evam
एवं
priyam
प्रियां
vacham.
वाचं
अभिवदन्त्यः
Abhivadantaha.
वहन्ति इत्यर्थः
Vahanti ityartaha.
ब्रह्मलोकः
ब्रह्मलोकः
स्वर्गः प्रकरणात्
Swargaha prakaranaat.
स्वर्गप्रकरणात्
Very good. So the oblations are carrying the Yajamana to Swargaloka with the pleasant words Ehi Ehi. So Bhashyakara says Ehi Ehi iti ahvayantyah. Ahvayantyah means welcoming. Iti means in this manner. Who is welcoming? In the Moolam it is said Ahutayah. But somehow that Bhashyakara has missed in the Bhashya. In the Bhashyam, this word Ahutaya is not there. Bhashyakara straight away takes up the word Suvarchasah. So what we can supply, because we have already seen the mantra, we can supply Ahutaya. Ahutaya means what? Are the Ahutis oblations. So Ahutaya Yehi Yehi iti Ahvayantyah. We can rephrase that sentence. The Ahutis, which are personified here as Devatas, are welcoming by saying, please come, please come. And what type of Ahutis? That Bhashyakara says, Suvarchasaha. Mantra says Suvarchasaha. Bhashyakara explains as Deeptimatyaha. Deeptimatyaha means shining bright. So these bright Ahutis, oblations, are welcoming this Yajamana by saying, please come, please come. So Suvarchasaha word is qualifying the word Ahutaya. Okay, now welcoming has been done. What type of welcome was it? Was it just saying, please come for the sake of it? Because, as I said, this we can observe also. Many big functions and all. Two types of guests will be there. One, special guests who will be welcomed with lot of fanfare. Other guests, the word welcome will be uttered perfunctorily, Host will walk away. Please come. Sit down. Yeah. Somebody is unmuted.
No.
Please mute. So it is not like that in this case. Bhashyakara says, Kincha priyam ishtam vacham stutyadi lakshanam abhivadantyah ucharayantyah archayantyah pujayantyascha. Kincha, moreover, priyam ishtam vacham. Priyam is equal to ishtam. Priyam means pleasant. Ishtam means desirable. Vacham means words. So the Yajamana is welcome by not only saying please come, but also with words which are pleasant and desirable. And Bhashyakara explained these words as Tutyadi Lakshanam. Lakshanam means in the form of Stuti Adi, Stuti, etc. And Stuti means what? Praise. Adi means etc. So the words which are in the form of stuti, etc., and in etc., we can include comforting words, asking about the welfare, children, so many things, Like when say VIP come, not of course VIP, public VIP, VIP for us, comes to our house for the first time, what we will say? We'll say, oh, what a great fortune. You chose to visit our house. Please feel comfortable. Please treat this house as your own house, etc. So in etc., we can include all these comforting words. In fact, I have observed one trait, mostly in ladies. Don't mind, ladies don't mind. It's something which I have observed, which is a matter of fact. When another lady comes home, one of the first remarks they make is about the dress of the guest. Not only comes home, even when they meet anywhere outside, I don't know. I mean, that lady must have worn that same sari 100 times. But still, she will get the compliment. Oh, what a beautiful sari. Where did you buy it? Etc. etc. That immediately changes the mood of the whole conversation. Become very pleasant conversation. And you should observe the pride in the guest lady's face. Of course, she may, being very, very polite, she may say, oh, this is now ordinary sari only. I have worn it so many times and all that. Then the other lady will say, no, no, no. You might have worn it so many times, but looks as if it is fresh, new, brand new. All these are all, very beautiful, nice words. Comfortable, pleasant, desirable words. So probably, I don't know whether it was there in Bhashikara's times, but probably Bhashikara has got all these ideas when he says, Priyam Ishtam Vacham Stutyadi Lakshanam Abhivadantyah. So Abhivadantyah is equal to Ucharayantyah. They utter these words, comfortable, pleasant, and desirable words. And all these are all part of the welcome drill. So it shows how important this guest, this Yajamana is. And then one more honor is bestowed, Archayantyah. Bhashikara says is equal to Pujayantyah cha. So not only they vocally glorify and welcome him through words, but also they physically worship the Yajamana. They may be offering chandanam, garlanding him, offering some welcome drink, as he said. Not the Coca-Cola type, because we don't know, the Yajamana already must be carrying lot of sugar. But it's a tender coconut water, lemon juice, etc. Maybe they are offering. If you have attended one of these destination weddings in any 5-star hotel or something, when the guests arrive, some ladies will be there. And they will put kumkum on the forehead of the guest, garland the guests, offer some soft drink, etc. So Archayantya need not necessarily mean that Dhupa, Deepa and all that Arati and all we are showing. It means welcoming in a very, honorable way, showing, demonstrating to the guest as to how important he is for me. In fact, I have observed whenever these things go on, these foreigners, they love all these things. They thoroughly enjoy this. Thoroughly impressed. And that's why they have high praise for the hospitality they receive in India. So Pujayantyah. And thereafter, Bhashyakara starts the quotation, inverted commas. Means what? This is a conversation. This is what the oblations converted into devatas are telling the Yajamana, addressing him. Yesha vaha yushmakam punyah sukritah pantah brahmaloka phalarupah. Yesha vaha yushmakam. Yesha means this loka. This heaven is vaha. Vaha is there in the moolam, is equal to yushmakam. This is your heaven which belongs to you. This is your destination. It's a very beautiful, comfortable, and fair place. There is no discrimination here like the sons of the soil, racial discrimination, interplanetary discrimination. So many, we read daily in the newspapers. Today also somebody in the US asking all Indians to go back. I don't want my child grow up in India. So he has asked the government to cancel all H-1B visas and all. This kind of, thing, nothing of that kind will be there in the Swargaloka. You will get to meet and socialize with many people like you who have also earned a place in the Swargaloka like you. So this is your Swarga. And what type of Swarga? Upanishad says Punyaha. Punyaha here means holy, pure, sacred. Normally, we use the word Punyam in the sense of Adrishta Karma Phalam. But when the word Punyam is used as an adjective, it has got a meaning of sacred, holy also. Like we say Punya Sthalam, Punya Bhumi. So here, Punya is an adjective word for Swarga. Therefore, this Swarga is a sacred and holy place. And not only holy, it is Sukritaha as well. Sukrita means accomplished by you. Sukrita is there in the Moolam. And in this context, we can actually interpret as accomplished by you, very well reached by you. The next word is Pantaha, which is put in brackets, Because in certain versions of the Bhashyam, this word Pantaha is not there. And that is why in this version it is put in the brackets. Pata Bhedam can be there in these kind of things. After all, imagine how many years it has traveled down from Bhashyakara's time. Actually, the better reading would be without the word Panthas. Therefore, one option is we can ignore this word because it is in the brackets. Exclude it. But if we have to consider this word, that is also possible. That is the beauty of Vedanta. Anything it can accommodate. And not only Vedanta, that is the beauty of our Acharyas also. They will find a way to make everything meaningful. So Pantha means path. So this sentence can be translated as, this is the sacred and holy path by or through which well-accomplished people like you reach Brahma Loka. That way we can bring in the word Pantha along with Sukrita. So for getting this interpretation, We have to supply two words, otherwise the grammar wise it will not be correct. Ena margena. So first we have to say ena margena before the word Brahmaloka. So of course all these are all intellectual gymnastics. It doesn't affect the message of the Upanishad itself. As long as we are understanding the meaning, it is okay. So Brahmaloka, the destination which is called Brahmaloka. Now, as I said, this could create a doubt because according to Shastra, the performance of karma can never give Brahmaloka. If you remember, what gives Brahmaloka? Karma plus Upasana gives Brahmaloka. So Brahmaloka can be attained only through karma combined with Upasana. And Upasana has not yet come. We are still talking about karma only. So the question would be, how can the Upanishad in this early stage itself use the word Brahmaloka? That is why I said Bhashyakara will clarify and say that in this context, Brahmaloka means Swargaloka. So don't take the literal meaning. We'll come to that later. What type of Brahmaloka? Bhashyakara says Phalarupa, which is the result of all your noble karmas, result of your performance of Agnihotradi karmas perfectly. To such a Brahmaloka or Swargaloka you have come to. So here the inverted comma ends. The next word is evam. So by using this word evam, Bhashyakara indicates that the previous sentence should be read within inverted commas as a quotation, because these are the words of the ahutis, the oblations, which are personified here as devatas. So evam priyam vacham abhivadantyah vahanti ityartah. Therefore, in this manner, vahanti, the ahuti devatas, the oblation deities carry priyam vacham abhivadantyah, utter pleasant and comforting words. Vahanti, carry, lead or guide the yajamana to Swargaloka ityartah. This is the meaning. And now Bhashyakara, as I said, adds one last sentence to clarify the issue regarding the usage of the word Brahmaloka. He says, Brahmaloka Swargaha Prakaranat. He says, by the word Brahmaloka, what is meant is Swargam, heaven. Why is it so? Prakaranat. Prakaranat means because of the context. What is the context here? Context is karma cannot give Brahmaloka. Karma can give only Swargaloka. And we know Swargaloka is the third higher world. Bhu, Bhuha, Suvaha. Whereas Brahmaloka is the seventh one, which is Bhu, Bhuha, Suva, Maya, Tapa, Janaha. Janaha, Tapa, Satyaloka. Satyaloka is Brahmaloka. And that Brahmaloka can never be attained by mere Vedic rituals. It can be attained only by a combination of rituals and upasana or meditation. So thus, Kevala karma, upasana rahita karma, meditation less ritual will give from third heaven onwards. Ritual with meditation will give the seventh heaven. And if you ask who told you all these things, we will say there is a Brihadaranyaka Bhakyam which is the pramanam. Atatrayo vacha lokaha, manushya lokaha, pitrlokaha, devalokaha, iti soyam, manushya lokaha, putrenaiva, jayo nanyena karmana pitrloko vidyaya, devaloko vailokanam, shreshtashtama, श्रेष्ठतः something mistake is there. Avidyam prashamsanti. That ends there. It's a long sentence. So in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Vakyam clearly says karma can give heaven, upasana can give Brahmaloka. So according to the Shastra, the highest result a person can get by doing karmas is in the stipulated manner is Swarga hai heaven. Suvaha, the third higher loka. And this has been established by other Upanishads also. And therefore, karma is the means for Swarga. Karma upasana samuchaya will give Brahma loka. And since this has been established with the help of Brihadaranyaka and other Shrutis, here we can say that Brahma loka word is used, but in the sense of Swarga loka, given the context. So the positive advantages of karma, the pros were talked about very nicely in this mantra, using very flowery language, pleasant sentiments, etc. So after talking about this plus point, now Shruti wants to talk about limitations of karma in the next few slokas. I'm sorry, I thought that we have already covered this earlier slokas, but earlier they have only told about the difficulties of the karmas, isn't it? How difficult it is. Now, when it is coming to the result of the karma, Shruti also is starting with the positive aspect only. Okay. Now let us go to the next mantra, mantra number 16. I think I have already told you that reference to the mantras, we will reference mantras as serial numbers. In the sense, first mundaka, second section, 16th mantra. Or sorry, 16th mantra is the total. First mundaka, second section, 6th mantra, we will refer to it as 1.2.6. I think I already told you that. So if I not, then we will continue this new way of referencing the mantra. It will be easier.
But some of us have that 1.2.6, 1.2.7 like that.
So already we have said that, no?
Correct. So you can refer both ways so that there is no confusion.
Yeah. I can refer it, but then 1.2.6 means first mundaka, second khanda, third, sixth mantra, etc. I want to avoid that. That's all. So whenever I say 1.2.6, you understand it this way. Suppose I say 2.2.6 means second mundaka, second khanda, and sixth mantra. So similarly, that's all. I'm just saying, if anybody has got any doubt, they can always refer back in the class, no problem. Okay. And this is the standard way in all ashrams, all Gurukulams mantras are referred to. Otherwise, we can just say sixth mantra, seventh mantra, etc. Because then we have to add sixth mantra, because sixth mantra will appear in this Mundaka Upanishad itself 6 times. In each section, each khanda, the sixth mantra will appear. So that is why normally Acharyas adopt this kind of referencing. So in mantra 1.2.2, some details of how a karma is to be performed was given. Then in mantra 1.2.3, the need to perform the karma strictly in the manner stipulated in the Shastra was emphasized. Then in mantra 1.2.5, some positive aspects of the karma were highlighted, which we just now saw. Now, in this mantra 1.2.6, sorry, 1.2.
7, Guruji.
This is 7. So, in the mantra 1.2.6, Upanishad talked about the phalam of Vaidika karma. If a person performs Vedic rituals properly, they will certainly give the phalam, and the phalam is in the form of heaven, in the form of higher loka. As I said, this is what we just now saw. And the Upanishad also said that not only ritualist Jiva goes to higher lokas after death, when he enters there, he is welcomed with joy. There is no hostile atmosphere. They glorify the ritualist. They use pleasant words. And these ahutis who are personified as devatas. Now again, we must understand one thing, that this personification of devatas, etc., only figurative expression. It does not mean the ahutis really have become devatas and all. Figuratively, they are presented as welcoming devatas. And we also saw that even though the mantra says the phalam is the form of going to Brahmaloka, Bhashyakara clarified that in this context, the word Brahmaloka should not be taken literally, because karma upasana samuchya alone can give the result of Brahmaloka. And having said this much, hereafter the Upanishad is going to talk about limitations of karma. And that's a very important thing for Vedantics. So until now, karma stuti, hereafter karma ninda. And which is one more important aspect. Sorry. Yeah, in Mundaka Upanishad. Mundaka Upanishad, karma ninda is to be highlighted. The inferiority of karma is to be highlighted. How do we know that? Because whatever we say should be backed by sound pramana. And therefore, we can quote two reasons for saying that in this Upanishad, karma ninda is to be highlighted. One reason is later the Upanishad itself says, Pariksha lokan karmachitan brahmanaha nirvedamayat nasti akritah kritena. We will see this mantra in very great detail later. What it says is an intelligent person should be disappointed with karma phalam. So that means karma phalam is inferior because it is limited and it is impermanent. And B, it cannot give moksha. So this is the main thing. Because these karmas, they are born of karakas, factors which are infirm and therefore perishable. So since the karakas are perishable, therefore karma also will be perishable. And since karmas are perishable, the result also will be perishable. This is the idea conveyed here in this section of the Upanishad. So that is one reason. And the second reason is Mundaka Upanishad is highlighting Akshara Vidya. Vidya is the topic of the Upanishad. Therefore, in the Upanishad, karma can never be glorified. When you are talking about Jnana Kandam, Karma Kanda cannot be glorified. In the Veda Purva Bhaga, the primary objective is glorification of karma. In Mundaka Upanishad, glorification of karma is secondary, Ninda is primary. And thereafter, therefore, Ninda will come. And those Ninda mantras we have to see. Puja Swamiji says this is the binary method of presentation of karma in the Veda. Veda will praise karma, glorify karma, and then later on it will criticize also. Now, some people may get confused. Sometimes they say karmas are really great. Whatever is said in the Veda is Satyam. And the karmi will go to heaven, death, etc., after death, etc. And in the same breath, the Vedas will say karmas have limitations, as though suggesting that one should avoid doing karmas. This yo-yo approach of the Vedas can confuse people. Like the famous, to be or not to be is the question. The dilemma of Shakespeare's Hamlet. So the confusion is whether to act or remain passive. No doubt, the Vedas point out both the positive and negative aspects of karmas. And the purpose of Vedas is to give you the objectivity. Because the approach of our Sanatana Dharma is not the 10 Commandments approach. It's a very objective approach. Now, objectivity means seeing things as they are, seeing their advantages and seeing their disadvantages. And then we have to take our own decision. The plus and minuses, the pros and cons, both we have to see. And that is what Vedas are presenting. So first in the Purva Bhaga, advantage part of karmas were talked about. By stating that even in this Upanishad, the Purva Bhaga, a karmi who does the karma as ordained in the Shastra will get the highest result of being taken to Swargaloka. That is, he will attain heaven, which is spectacular achievement, which is not possible for a majority of the people. So karmas were praised and the karmi was glorified. All these were positive aspects of performance of karmas. Now disadvantage or limitation is presented in the next few mantras. Bhashyakara gives the Sangati Bhashyam. We will read. Etaccha.
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 Jnanarahitam karma.
Jnanarahitam karma.
Karma.
Etavat phalam.
Etavat phalam.
Phalam.
Avidya kama karma karyam.
Avidya kama karma karyam.
Ataha.
Ataha
Asaram.
asaram
Dukkhamulam.
dukkhamulam
Iti nindyate.
iti nidyate.
So Bhashyakara says nindyate. So hereafter, what is the topic? Topic ninda, criticism, pointing out the drawback. He says etacha, and this karma. Etat refers to the karma, which has been talked about in the previous slokas. This action, which is jnana rahitam karma. Actually, this word jnanam is interpreted differently at different places based on the context. In the Upanishads, this word is interpreted as Nirguna Ishwara Jnanam or Atma Jnanam. In the Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, Gita students will remember, this word is interpreted as Saguna Ishwara Jnanam. That's why the chapter was named what? Jnana Vijnana Yoga. And here contextually, we have to interpret this Jnanam as Saguna Ishwara Upasana, meditation on Ishwara. the Lord with attributes. So here the word jnanam means upasana or meditation. More we will see in the next class. Okay. Somebody has had their dinner, it seems. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasichyate Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Guru Namaha Harihi Om. Dhanyawad everyone. Thank you very much.
ధన్యవాద గురుజీ థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ ప్రణామ్
Hari Om
Thank you,
Guruji.
Guruji.
Thank you.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram, pranam.
Thank you very much, Guruji. Namaskaram.
Namaskaram, thank you. Yes, no hands are going up.
No questions today.
No questions today. Okay, then we will close the session and continue next week. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Hari Om. Thank you all once
థ్యాంక్ యూ
again.
గురుజీ హరి ఓం